My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Okay, so we are continuing. So this is a long thread. This thread tells us exactly how the racist, dysfunctional so-called royal family and their collaborators, the toxic and racist British media, orchestrated their hate campaign against Meghan Markle. This thread is about Blake Lively, but apply to Meghan as well. Okay, so let me go into that, and then I'll come back out. You know what? Let me just share this. So that was back in February 2019. Okay, tormenting Meghan Markle has become a national sport that shames us. They all baggage for God. Okay, once she was a breath of fresh air, now media critics and experts are having a field day. Baggage for God. Okay, February 2019. Same playbook to a T. Okay, applies to Amber Heard too. Disgusting people hate powerful women. With her, let me not say much because I followed the Johnny Depp case. So let's put an asterisk on this one, okay? There's some stuff I sort of aware with things that's going on now, and I think she's probably some of the cause of it. So let me keep my mouth shut, okay? I follow the Johnny Depp case. Okay, so let's start with this. I'm not updated on Hollywood, but who's that? Dido Atkin. Half LDN? What is that? But anyway, whoever this person here. Share a New York Times article on Blake Lively's lawsuit against Justin Baldoni. One fact jumped at me immediately. Baldoni hired TAGPR's Melissa Nathan to bury Blake, which is eerily similar to Hybe's media play tactic. There's a thread here. This is the same tag PR that Hybe bought just recently. This year, after a decade at the New York consultancy Hills Strategies, Miss Nathan started her own firm, Tag PR. Its majority stakeholder is a company run by the entertainment industry executive Scooter Braun. This is the job, the service offered by this firm. Bury the enemy of its client. Wow. Of course, but you know, when we send over documents, we can't send over the work we will or could do because that could get us in a lot of trouble. Miss Nathan responded, adding, we can't write, we will destroy her. Wow. So they cannot do that. But that's what they're doing in a different form. Moments later, she said, imagine if a document saying all the things that he wants ends up in the wrong hands. You know, we can bury anyone, she wrote. Okay, the thread of theories we have encountered on all fronts. 3 days later, Mr. Baldoni texted Miss Abel, flagging a social media thread that accused another celebrity of bullying behavior and had generated 19 million views. This is what we will need, he wrote. Miss Nathan soon floated proposal to hire contractors to dominate social media through full social account takedowns by starting threads of theories and generally working to change narrative. All of this will be most importantly untraceable, she wrote. My God. Weaponizing social media speculation. The August 6th premiere brought the first wave of press coverage questioning what had happened during the filming. A Hollywood Reporter story speculates about a rift between Miss Lively and Mr. Baldoni after TikTokers noticed that the two stars then posed for photographs together and that Miss Lively and other cast members didn't follow Mr. Baldoni on Instagram. The unfollow situation is what everyone is pointing at, seemingly that something is much bigger under the surface, as why will they all unfollow? We flagged to Jeb and his team as well. Planting pieces to control public reaction. Wow. It's the same thing with, yeah, that's what the squad was saying. It's the same thing with what they did to Meghan. So one of the things that these people usually do, because they have a lot of accounts, okay, they have one where they remain anonymous, okay, on any social media platform. They have it as anonymous. You don't know if it's the Royal Rats, whoever, but the Royal Rats have their anonymous account. And then they'll put something out there, okay, vaguely to start the conversation. And then they will use their real account to sort of pointing back to the one that they did anonymously, and then to start the conversation, and then they go back and forth. Okay, they create, Harry knows them very well. They create the news.
They don't report the news, they create it. And they've successfully turned fact-based news into opinion-based gossip with devastating consequences.
They don't report the news. They create the news with their anonymous account, and then the real account sort of pick up to spread it even further. Okay, planting pieces to control public reaction. Miss Nathan had already been speaking to other journalists according to text messages. When Miss Abel wrote to her August 4th that, quote, "I'm having reckless thought of wanting to plant pieces this week of how horrible Blake is to work with." Just to get ahead of it, Miss Nathan replied that she had spoken off the record to an editor at the Daily Mail. Okay, these are the group that usually do that, the Daily Mail. Okay, because that's the one that Meghan and Harry had issues with. They don't deal with them. Suppressing opposing articles by directly contacting major news outlets. A flurry of articles followed the Hollywood Reporter piece. Many made it seem as if the only rift was over creating control. Some journalists had gotten wind of complaints about Mr. Baldoni's behavior, but none of the most serious ones were published. He doesn't realize how lucky he is right now, Miss Nathan texts Miss Abel. And other exchanges, Miss Nathan claimed that she had kept allegations against him out of stories written and one message that major news outlets were standing down on HR complaint. Okay, confusing the public by biased news and mixed messages. This lead people to accept the most dominant opinion even if it's not true. Okay, so there's that here. So are we on the clear now? Did we survive? We survived. All press is so overwhelming with confused people, so much mixed messaging. It's actually really funny if you think about it. My God. Using long-form content such as YouTube to shift the narrative. They all playing all corners, all bases. On August 10th, Kister Fla, okay, hopefully I pronounce her name correctly. On August 10th, Kister Fly, a Norwegian entertainment reporter, uploaded to YouTube a 2016 interview in which Miss Lively snapped back when Miss Flack commented on her baby bump and remained testy. For the rest of the conversation, Miss Flack titled it "The Blake Lively Interview That Made Me Want to Quit My Job," and told the Daily Mail that, quote, "It's time that people behaving badly in Hollywood or anywhere else for that matter gets called out for it." It wasn't the first time she had posted a video aligned with a client of Miss Nathan in 2022 in the midst of Mr. Depp's legal battle with Miss Heard. Okay, this is what I'm saying. I follow that thing. You might see it on some of my videos. Okay, in the midst of Mr. Depp's legal battle with Miss Heard, Miss Fla posted clips of her interview with the actor tag "Justice for Johnny Depp." Okay, painting the person, action, and words as malicious and villainous. During the film walkout, Miss Lively was also accused of being insensitive about domestic violence. The official promotion plan instructed the cast to focus more on uplifting aspects of the movie than on abuse, and to embrace a floral theme. Her character has a flower shop, and several appearances she never made reference to domestic violence at all. Remember, when these actors play a role, the movie is not theirs. They were hired to play a part on somebody else's film. So if this is what the owner of the film wants them to focus, and then they had signed a contract with these people, all of that is part of the contract. So they just have to follow the whatever they agreed upon. They can't do whatever they want. All right, so let's continue. And she faced criticism when her Betty Boo's beverage company was promoting the film, giving the role alcohol can play and abusing relationships. Seeing that blowback, the text messages show Mr. Baldoni and his PR team decided instead to highlight survivors of domestic violence in his interviews and social media. Many of these people, when they are showing whatever it may be, good or bad, they have no feeling toward the thing that they're doing. They're just there for the money. Okay? Even if they're showing their support, let's say domestic violence and all that, majority of the time, many of these people, even though it's for a good cause, there is no feeling behind it. Alright? They're just there to make the money. Alright, more criticism came when Miss Lively said in an interview that Mr. Reno, who had no role in the film, had helped rewrite a scene, prompting snarky comments about the actress leaning on her husband and speculation that he had violated the writer's strike. Okay, my goodness, how would they know that this is what they did, unless someone who saw him doing it said it? Okay, flooding the internet with negative articles. A brand marketing consultant, Taku Reed, produced a report in August for Miss Lively that concluded she had likely been the object of a targeted multi-channel online attack similar to one against Miss Heard, and that it was damaging her reputation. Okay, so I don't know if Miss Heard was on something else, but the part where with Johnny Depp I was following, so I don't know anything about this part. The report did not identify who was behind the attack, but by analyzing the entirety of Google's search index for Miss Lively's name, it found that 35% of the results also include a reference to Mr. Baldoni. This was highly unusual given the length of her career, the company said, and suggested that the media environment was being manipulated. To prove something like that in court, from following Johnny Depp thing, it takes a lot of money and then a lot of expertise into finding this information. Wow. And last of all, presenting the client as if they are kind of a savior, the one on the good side. With the recent arrival of, quote, It Ends With Us on Netflix, Mr. Baldoni has begun another round of promotion and messaging. In an interview on Access Hollywood, he said there is never an excuse to hurt a woman physically or emotionally. He added, we men have to step up and figure out how we can be better allies. Wow. Okay, this is why I'm really thankful for journalists, even though there are a few of them, and for talkies, what is that? Talkies who debunk and disseminate the truth. What we up against are professionals who are well connected. That's it. We need to be aware of how they operate. That's it. That is true. This is an ad. Okay. Link to article. Oh, that's from the New York Times. There's the article. I'll leave the link below for you guys. Okay. So there's a paywall, I think. We've updated that whole term. So there's a paywall. I'll leave the link anyway. You guys do whatever. Okay, a smear campaign company against cases mostly to women celeb being spearheaded by a woman is truly one of God's dirtiest laundries. I thank Blake for exposing the processes. Okay, so there's this here. This is another one. Okay, according to Jeff Benjamin of Billboard, Tag PR has also been sending materials about Menhee and NewsGene to overseas journalists on behalf of Hybe. I mean, my God, people are making money off of hurting other people. I mean, I should not be. Oh my God, this is too much. What? Is this an ad? I mean, Squaddy should not be surprised by this because we've seen what Meghan went through. there's all of this. Okay, they're very small. I'll put them and you guys could decide. You could pause your screen and read them. The agency, what is it? The agency group PR, communication and public relations strategist Melissa Nathan has launched the agency group. The agency group team specializes in communication crisis, reputation management, personal publicity, and digital team services across entertainment, innovation, corporate and litigation clients. Speaking of, the firm's client roster include Hybe America, Drip, Johnny Depp, the Chainsmoker, Logan Paul, Dream Crew PR, Wastrom Record, Cedar Park Entertainment, and Platoon Artist Service Company, among other brands and leaders. Logan Paul, that's the YouTuber. Well, look at where he's at. He even fought Mike Tyson. Okay, so there's more. Whew, my goodness. Let me see. This is Jeff Benjamin, a columnist at Billboard. Sorry to send an abrupt message. Billboard has received new claims from Hybe regarding this claim within a door. I feel it's very important to hear from you directly on these claims. If you can speak with me or provide your own statement. Personally, I have been writing about this story, including your press conferences and New Jeans Live Jeans streams for Billboard. Hybe has provided statements too. Okay, so there's that. I'm checking in for any reaction or statement regarding the Gorilla live stream that the New Jean members hosted late last night, or if there's any responses to any of the allegations made. I mean, I'm just gonna share with you, if you guys are interesting and you're not on Twitter. These are gossiping things. People, they make no sense. People just can't live in peace. They have to create something. They just too comfortable. I mean, why can't somebody, just an actor or whoever, a musician, get up, do their job, do their music and do their thing? If it's an actor, go do your acting job and then move on. But they have to create nonsense after nonsense. For what? It's different than when a company is hired to promote a movie, or let's say a musician hire a PR company to promote their tour or their music or something like that. That's completely different. But this, it's like they're creating drama among actors who they hire to do something. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's just creating unnecessary headache. And I just can't imagine you have someone who get up every morning, who have family, kids or whatever, going to the office, and their job is to create drama to another family. I just don't understand this. They have nothing better to do. Oh my God. Unnecessary drama. Oh my God. Can you make a thread about the whole tag PR Hybe nexus? I feel like other fandom don't know that tag is owned by Hybe, and bunnies don't know that tag has been actively trying to harm New Jean. All these are full BS. There's this here. Oh my God. I'm beyond what. Okay, so let's listen to this. Maybe this will sums up everything. It's 26 seconds. What is this about?
Nathan assembled a team that could dominate social media through full social account takedowns by starting threads of theories and generally working to change the narrative. It's impossible to know how much they planted and how much of it was originating organically. Whatever the case, they seized on it and amplified it. Sony, the film distributor, Nathan assembled a team.
It's only 26 seconds. I wish I could hear more. I don't know. It's unnecessary. Creating agencies, okay, the tag agency group, to create nonsense. And Harry understands this very well. It's people who buy those magazines and who click on those this is where they're trying, who they making this stuff up, because all of these are unnecessary. Now you don't even hear, when there's a movie out, okay, there's a commercial promoting the movie. That will be something, because not too many people will know there's a movie out. But instead, these people are creating little noises, unnecessary noises. For what? For what? All these are unnecessary. Agency group to, because many of these people just want to be on the spotlight all the time. But for, I don't know. Please make it make sense to me. All right. Let me go to the next tweet. Okay, so the squad were posting couple things from back then. Harry and Meghan fled Britain years ago, and Britain press are still trying to get at them for rejecting them. December 20th. Today is December 23rd. Oh, okay, I started this video on December 22nd because I started recording early. They are to take responsibility for their own action. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliam, that's one of the people, royal rats, who, when the Oprah interview was gonna be done and those YouTubers hired them to talk about the interview, they haven't even seen yet. Okay, Richard Fitzwilliam.
We're going to be doing a post-match analysis of Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah, which is obviously coming out in a few days' time.
My name is Victoria Arbiter, A-R-B as in boy, I-T-E-R, and I am royal commentator for CNN.
Richard Fitzwilliams, royal commentator.
Ingrid Seward, I'm editor-in-chief of Majesty magazine.
You've not seen the interview yet, have you? No. No, great. I think we have a fair idea of where the interview's going, and we have a fair idea.
We do, definitely.
Says he does not feel sorry for the Sussexes despite a year of intense scrutiny on the couple. Again, similar to what I was just reading. Unnecessary noises. These people, this is what they live. They make their money off. And Harry understands them very well. He left without them. There's nothing to be writing about. Alright, so let's listen to this. Let me go into it. Depending on how you take it. Let's listen.
Well, this is the thing, you see, I believe that they ought to take responsibility for their own actions.
They
what
are.
they're finding now, this is what has become increasingly apparent, especially recently, is if they are not attacking the royal family in some way, one thinks of Oprah, one thinks of Spare, one thinks of the Harry and Meghan program.
Spare been written a long time ago. Okay, it's just they relaunch it again. What is wrong with these people? These are grown people, grown men. Oh my goodness.
For Netflix, there isn't that much interest in them. It's one thing going on faux royal tours to Colombia and Nigeria. Those went relatively well. And then they experimented by these...
Did he say royal tour, Nigeria and Colombia? Royal tour? Let me move it back slightly. Right here. There will be a screenshot, but just listen.
And Nigeria, those went relatively well. And then they experimented.
Okay.
In them. It's one thing going on faux royal tours to Colombia and Nigeria. Those went relatively well. And then they experimented.
That was not royal tour, okay? That was not royal tour. When we say royal tour, we're thinking of the institution, okay? Harry is still royal. But to attach the royal tour when he's not a working royal, it doesn't, it was not royal tour. It was Harry and Meghan's work, okay?
By these solo appearances, and some of those went well. But on the other hand, what we've seen with American Riviera Orchard, their trademark issues, which have never arisen, so there's been a delay there. Regarding the rift with the royal family, unfortunately, and this is a year, of course, of...
Harry does not have a rift with the royal family. If it's talking about the lawsuit is with the paper. William kicked him out, and Harry did what needs to be done. He did all the proper steps, go to a judge to have a second set of eyes to see what William was doing, kicking him out.
Began to address Granny about the 5 options. Your Majesty, you've seen the 5 options? Yes, she said. We all had. They'd been emailed to us. 5 different ways of proceeding. Option 1 was continuance of the status quo. Meg and I don't leave. Everyone tries to go back to normal. Option 5 was full severance. no royal role, no working for Granny, and total loss of security. Option 3 was somewhere in between, a compromise, closest to what we'd originally proposed. I told everyone assembled that, above all, I was desperate to keep security. That was what worried me most, my family's physical safety. I wanted to prevent a repeat of history, another untimely death like the one that had rocked this family to its core 23 years earlier, and from which we were still trying to recover. I'd consulted with several palace veterans, people who knew the inner workings of the monarchy and its history, and they all said option 3 was best for all parties. Meg and I living elsewhere part of the year, continuing our work, retaining security, returning to Britain for charities, ceremonies, events. Sensible solution, these palace veterans said, and eminently doable. But the family, of course, pushed me to take option 1. Barring that, they would only accept option 5. We discussed the 5 options for nearly an hour. At last, the bee got up and went round the table, handing out a draft of a statement the palace would soon be releasing, announcing implementation of option 5. Wait, I'm confused. You've already drafted a statement? Before any discussion? Announcing option 5? In other words, the fix was in this whole time? This summit was just for show? No answer.
If you want to be private, go back to America and live privately. It's pretty straightforward.
So once the judge agreed with William and the firm, okay, Harry accepted it and moved on. He wanted to make sure that he did all the proper steps. He explained it. He wanted to make sure everything was done accordingly. It was concrete that they did not want him to be a working war. So once that was established, you have the lawyer who saw it. We saw things came out of the court documents and things like that.
So in conclusion, if you'd had the support, you'd still be there?
Without question.
Yeah.
I'm sad that what's happened has happened, but I know and I'm comfortable knowing that we did everything that we could to make it work, and we did everything on the exit process the way that it should have been
with
done.
As much respect.
With as much
and,
respect.
Oh my God, we just did everything we could to protect them.
And then he was like, okay, so now this is final. It is written and the judge saw it and they agree. So he moved on and he's doing his own thing. So that way, now that they changed their mind, they realize they made a big mistake. They're asking him to come back.
4 times I asked the palace, or maybe 3 times I asked the palace, if we, as a media group, could meet Meghan, and it never happened. And I think if we had have met her, and if she'd have met us, things might have been different. You know, you might see that we're human and she's human. Unfortunately, she did get some bad press, and that was a mistake. But you know, we asked for forgiveness and please come back because you know, this is a great country and the royal family are very important to us all. And the Queen needs your support, Harry, because you know, William can't do it all, Catherine can't do it all. The Prince of Wales is taken on the Queen's role now, so he's even more busy. So, you know, Harry's badly needed here. And I hope in March, which he's got till March to rethink it, he comes back.
Harry is like, no, I'm not coming back. All those things that I just did with his own money, hiring a lawyer to make sure what the institution was doing was legit, he's not going to come back. He spent all of his time and energy and things like that, and they expect him to come back. Now he's focusing on his work. There's other people that are relying on him, okay, because he hired people to work for him, so he's pretty much responsible for these people's salary, so he can't just get up and leave. Okay, with the American Riviera, that's Meghan's problem. It's none of these people's problem. They all into their business and then they saying some BS. But let's continue.
Serious illness with King Charles and the Princess of Wales battling cancer. There's been no progress there. Indeed, the rift remains as wide as ever. And as for the most...
Harry shut his mouth and these people keep on talking about rifts. Whatever's happening, it should be privately. It's family issues. It's none of our business. Have you been telling them that for years? His family, his father, his brother, these are private things. He's not a working royal, so there's nothing to report on. He's not doing charitable work for the institution, so it's none of these people's business. The work that he does for charities and different organizations, he exclude them. He doesn't want them to talk about him. Anyone who wants to hear about his work, they could go on his website. And he invited, People, Town and Country. There was one, Vanity Fair. All right, so he has these magazine. If he wants them to write about his work, they have that. But anyway, let's continue.
Recent offering with Netflix, and remember the absolutely pivotal thing in their lives, I think, in the next years, will they get this Netflix contract renewed, or will there be some arrangement? And that is Polo. Anyone could have told them that the latest sport and the series, where they hardly appear, would be a flop, and it certainly attracted the ire of critics, and it won't be drawing viewers. What do they plan next? Well, we'll have to see, but I don't feel sorry for them.
You don't need to. They didn't ask you to feel sorry for them. They're doing their own thing. Oh my goodness. Okay, you're playing dumb. You're living the stories that are on your doorstep to know about a couple that's 5,000 a full ocean from you. Kate and William are going through things. Kate and Camilla are going through things. William is at tension with Charles. Now the Yorks too. About the Chinese. Oh my God. I didn't know it was that long. Now the Yorks too have been found to have dodgy financial connection. There's a death that's unexplained. Someone who supposedly killed himself found in a shed. Oh, really? Which was locked from the outside. You've got William wasting away. He's as skinny as they come. He puts the anorexics to shame. We've got an unexplained scar on Kate's left eyes. Whatever happened left a huge dent that you can't miss. And before anyone shame, and no, that's not her childhood scar. Her childhood scar is behind her hairline. You've got Camilla cozying up to Rose. Okay, we've got Anne, who got kicked in the head by a horse apparently. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at this. Now, the Kent lady has not one but two broken wrists apparently. She's laying all the problem they could talk about, but yet they're talking about Harry and Meghan, who's minding their business. She was carrying coats before she fell. How many people's coats was she carrying? Not long ago, her husband suffered a gardening accident, ended up with a huge black eye. We've also not I'm sorry, I'm laughing. We've also not discussed the precancerous cells. Good enough. And we've also got Kate, who's been banned from all glitzy event that Camilla's on this year. They couldn't do a new Christmas photo. They decided to screenshot one from their video, then deleted it hours later. According to the photographer, they had to edit it to show warmth and make them appear more close as a family. So I asked one question: what kind of fuckery is this? She lay out all the things they could talk about, but yet they're talking about Harry and Meghan. I like that. Okay, be quiet, oh please. Nah, let me block this. That's true. Okay, but are you otherwise healthy? What a load of rubbish, line for line. Yes, you're right. What kind of a fuckery is this? Your crazy line, but it's a facts only. Where is the lie though? Tell me what's not true and what I have said. Exactly. Okay, so there's that girl. There's that. She lay everything out. But yet you're talking about Harry and Meghan. Okay, there's another one here. Harry and Meghan aren't asking anyone to feel sorry for them. That's what I was saying. Least of all, Richard, who outed as lying about the Oprah interview before it had even aired. There's that. Okay, so I got the right person. You mad that Harry and Meghan told their story. Then you mad that they haven't said anything about the royals in years. Then you mad that they went on working trips. When you met that, they made a docuseries about polo. Then you met that, blah, blah, blah. That is true. Okay, what else? Oh my God, she keeps on writing. So Richard is mad that Harry and Meghan have stopped talking about their time in the royal family and are focusing on their charitable and commercial work, because that's all I'm hearing. Harry and Meghan haven't spoken about the royals in over 2 years, and they're literally minding their business. Okay, minding their own business, and that's got Richard angry. That's for sure. Okay, she writes some more. Okay, I just came from there. What do you mean by take responsibility for their own action? They're minding their business and getting on with their lives, so what action do you speak of? Yes, you want them to get down on their handles and knees groveling with an apology and begging for forgiveness, and you want them to say everything they say were all lies and the royals are the best thing since sliced bread. Exactly. I too and millions of others do not feel sorry for them. I won't ever forget how she marked our queen. Oh, please! What marked? Doing the bowing? Oh, please. There's 7 comment. I'll go into that. Attempting to curtsy. Meghan is... Oh, please. Let me go into that. And then I'll black. Meghan wasn't marking anyone. She was making fun of herself. Okay? I'll take a punt. You then retire after... sterling career and education, especially English lit. Okay, correct. I'm a 73-year-old female, missed lot of education back in the day, and I'm that. Oh, okay. Okay, you miss a lot of education. Okay, go watch the docuseries on Netflix. You'll see what she's making reference. Meghan was literally making fun of herself, like the comment said. Okay, I'm done with this. Let's leave that alone. Let's go to the next tweet. Baby walks. I think I'm done. I'm done. This is funny videos. Alright, so real happiness. There's a video. I guess the parents are just sitting and chilling, watching TV, and then the baby come out of nowhere walking. They were so excited. So let's watch. 25 seconds. Okay, I muted because they all happy. Look at the father. Look at the father. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at the father. So happy. The baby probably was like, why are you guys so happy? Look at it. So cute. Look at it. I thought that was cute. Now, time to chase her around. LOL. That's right. Once they start walking, now there's the chase. Be careful. Don't touch this. Put things on the outlets. Cover the outlet covers and all of that. Oh my God. This video was so funny. I had to share it. Seeing the cats through pet cameras. Okay? Cat under surveillance. This is so funny. I don't know how I'm going to share it, but I will try my best to share it with you. It's so funny.
Hey buddy, what you doing?
I thought this one was
I'm gonna be home soon, okay?
Oliver.
Hi Frankie, it's Daddy. Oh my God, that was so cute. I'm gonna poop my pants. I have to go home. Stand up.
Oh my.
Hey, Buxton. Maggie. Baby. Little baby.
Like the thing.
Molly.
What are you doing? You are so cute. Mittens, we see you.
Huh?
I don't know. I was dying laughing with this. Let me not scroll down. Okay, so this is my last one. And then I need to get to editing. So this is cute. 55 seconds. That's the most gorgeous cat I've ever seen. Alright, so there's that here. Let's listen. The cat is just watching.
So, this is like the 5th time that I've put her down off my desk. And she keeps climbing back on. So as long as she just stays like this and doesn't interfere, I mean, I guess it's fine. But I just wanted to show you what I have to deal with because she can't seem to let me work.
She's letting you work
properly, so.
It's quiet.
Yeah. You're funny.
The cat is quiet, just watching the screen. So, whatever. Okay, so there's me here. Well, lady, Kitty is looking for a job. Give her something to do. Okay, JK, cute little thing. Alright, so that's that. Should we do a prayer? Let's do a prayer. Prayer for what? What should we say? Prayer for curb social media. I don't know what that means. It just popped up in my mind. I'm typing it. Let's see if anything popped up. Okay. Dear God, I come before you today asking for your help and curbing my social media usage. Yeah, I've been cutting it because I left it. Okay, guide me to use this platform with intention and discernment, avoiding the temptation of comparison and endless scrolling. Well, I'll read this for somebody because even though I create videos every day, I'm not on social media all the time. I will take a break, and then when I do hop on, maybe I'll take some screenshots to share with you. But lately, I haven't really post that much. But anyway, let's continue. Fill me with the strength to prioritize real life connection and meaningful activities over the fleeting validation of online interaction. What I was looking for more for the curbing to end malicious. Maybe that's what I should. Let's see. Let me see here. Okay. To end social media negativity. Maybe that's what. Negativity. Maybe this is what I need to. Okay, let's see here. Dear God, as I navigate the digital world, I ask for your guidance to combat negativity on social media. Help me to use my words with kindness and compassion. Okay, to resist the urge to engage in harmful conversation and to focus on building others up instead of tearing them down. Grant me discernment to recognize and avoid content that promotes division and hate, and instead use my online presence to spread positivity and light. May my interaction reflect your love and grace, and may I be a force for good in the digital space. Amen. All right, so let's leave that alone. There's one down here. That's it. I'm not really too much into all of that. I share things and I put my opinion on it, but that's about it. But other than that, I hope this could help with the negative people out there. So that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching. And check my other channel, Team Sussex, because I put other contents out there as well. Maybe this one will be on PYTE. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we asked for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.